Before we start, if you enjoy stories like this, please subscribe to my channel and share your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear your experiences. It all started with a text. A simple, innocuous message from my wife, Karen, that would unravel everything I thought I knew about my life. "We need to talk. It's serious." I felt a chill crawl up my spine. The tone wasn't like her usual playful texts. Something was off. My heart pounded as I drove home, mind racing through every memory of the last few weeks. When I got inside, Karen was sitting on the couch, her hands twisted in her lap. She looked fragile, almost unrecognizable. I have to tell you something," she said, voice trembling. "I've been seeing someone else." Time froze. I felt my chest tighten, my stomach drop, and a hollow emptiness open inside me. "What?" was all I could manage, my voice barely above a whisper. "It started a few months ago," she continued, tears streaming down her face. "I didn't plan it. I didn't mean to hurt you. But I fell for him, and I left you for him. The world I had built, our home, our memories, our life together, collapsed in that instant. I wanted to scream, to hit something, to disappear. But I just sat there, frozen, as the woman I loved admitted she had chosen someone else. The next days were unbearable. I replayed every conversation, every gesture, every laugh we shared, searching for clues I might have missed. She had been distant, yes, but I had blamed stress, work, exhaustion. I had convinced myself I was overthinking, imagining things. Now I saw the truth. Every small excuse, every hidden phone call, every late-night meeting was a thread in the web she had woven. I noticed the subtle signs I had ignored. The way she hid her phone, the sudden bursts of laughter when she thought I wasn't watching, the scent of someone else lingering on her coat. I remembered the evenings she said she was working late or catching up with friends. Every lie, every omission, now carried the weight of betrayal. I tried to confront her calmly. "Why him? Why now?" I asked, voice shaking. Karen looked down, shame in her eyes. "I don't know. I felt alive with him. I thought I could be happy again. I was selfish, and I ruined everything." Her words cut deeper than any blow. I wanted to hate her, to despise her. And yet I still loved her, despite everything. I hated that about myself. The following weeks were a blur of pain and confusion. I couldn't sleep. I couldn't eat. I would catch myself staring at her, remembering the way she used to smile at me, the way she would brush her fingers through my hair, the warmth of her hand in mine. And each memory now felt like a lie. I learned she had already moved some of her things out, preparing to live with him. I felt a strange mix of anger and sorrow as I watched the woman I had trusted, the mother of my children, walk out the door for the last time. She wasn't cruel, not in the way people imagine betrayal to be. She wasn't laughing or gloating. She was broken too, caught in the consequences of her choices. I had to rebuild my life from scratch. I had to learn how to breathe again in a world that no longer felt safe or familiar. I sought therapy, leaned on friends, and spent long nights writing down my thoughts just to make sense of the chaos in my mind. Each day was a battle, each memory a test of whether I could survive without her. And yet, slowly, I began to find clarity. I realized that love without loyalty and honesty isn't love, it's a trap. I learned to forgive her, not for her sake, but for mine. Forgiveness doesn't erase the pain, but it frees you from carrying it forever. I also discovered strength I didn't know I had. The man who had been shattered, betrayed, and abandoned learned to stand again. I learned to smile again, cautiously, and to trust the world slowly, piece by piece. The final closure came not with confrontation, but with acceptance. I didn't chase her. I didn't beg. I simply let her go, knowing that holding on would have destroyed me further. Walking away was the hardest thing I ever did, but it was also the most honest. I chose myself. Now, when I look back, I remember the good times without bitterness. I remember the love we shared, the laughter, the quiet nights together. But I also remember the betrayal, the heartbreak, and the lesson that no matter how deep love runs, self-respect and truth are non-negotiable. If you're listening to this story, take it to heart. Sometimes the person you love the most isn't the one who will stay, and sometimes the hardest goodbye is the one that saves you. Life moves forward, and so must you. If this story touched you, subscribe to my channel for more real, raw stories like this, and share your thoughts in the comments. I want to know, have you ever faced a betrayal that changed your life? How did you cope?